Hi y'all. So I just got off of work. It is cold. I'm supposed to be doing my seeds today, but I'm gonna have to do it inside because it's already getting dark. So is what we're working with. My papaya is still looking like a scarecrow because she got hit by the freeze. And we got some strawberries here looking good. My potatoes are growing, onions are growing. But we actually are here for our seed starting container. So let's go get that. All right. So we are here at my greenhouse. Look at all my things going to flower. There's a lot more, but the wind came, knocked them over. I'm trying to keep them so we can get some pollinators in the garden. So today we are actually doing squash. So I think I'm gonna do zucchinis today. Yeah. So that means I would need a larger tray. So I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I think this is large enough. Is that the largest one I have? Actually, no, this is larger. I'm gonna go with this one. Yep, so we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna put the squash in here. I think I have some patty pan squash. We have some zucchini. So, and tomorrow when I come home from work, I might do some the nightshade family, like tomatoes, peppers, and all that. I have some sweet potato I need to start the slips for. So let's start with that one. So I have my soil. I'm gonna bring her inside. I think I might go on the back patio. We'll see. I really don't have anywhere to play with dirt inside. It's gonna be dinner time soon, so too much cleaning up required. All right, here's what we decided on. We're gonna get yellow coconut squash. And we're gonna bring these outside to zucchini squash. The Emerald Delight. This is called yellow scallop. I thought it was called patty pans. Maybe it's another name for it. But we're gonna do these. And I have two more. I have this one. I got this from being a greenhouse member with Epic Gardening. This is the golden zucchini. And then I have this one is the summer squash. So I'm gonna leave these two later. So this is going to be my first round of squash, and then I'm gonna come back and do another one 2 weeks later. It's still a bit cold, so I'm just gonna do a small batch because I want to test it out, see how they grow, the height and stuff like that. And if I plant it now, today's January, I think the 20th, yeah. So I'll see how they grow for future years. But I'm gonna do a small batch now. So bring this outside and then test it, come back again in about 2 weeks or so and plant some more. I can't wait for daylight savings to come back so we can have some longer evening time, because this getting dark early is not it. All right, so as you can see with my tray, we are starting seeds today. And I'm actually I'm not doing that much. So I'm doing these seeds right here. Can you see them? All right, so we are doing these seeds right here. These are all my squash. And we got, let me give you a closer view. This is a summer squash. Can you see? There we go. And then this one is another summer squash. It's just different brands. And this one over here is a yellow scallop squash, like a patty pan squash kind of vibe. And then this one is, I grew this one last year, the Summer Delight. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. And these two right here are, whoa, are zucchini squash and yellow crooked neck squash. So I'm going to put these in here. So what I'm going to actually do, I was thinking of putting, because it's 3, do 3 each row and see how they come up. Right now is technically not the right time to plant them because it's too cold. You're supposed to wait for it to be a bit warmer. And I just want to test it. You know how I am. I want to experiment in my own garden. So I have an unheated greenhouse outside. So I'm going to put them in there and see how they do. So first we need some soil. This is the same soil that you saw me grab earlier. I'm just going to fill it up in here. I mean, I should have did that first. So I'm going to fill all these containers up with soil. It is cold, y'all. It is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold. So my plants will be in a greenhouse. Protect, that's my logic. Listen, y'all, I took last year to figure out and get acquainted with seed starting, and there were a lot of failures there. So this year, 2026, I'm diving in head first. I was so determined all day at work today. I was thinking, oh, I need to go plant my squash. I need to go plant my squash. And I was determined to get them planted. So I'm outside in the dark starting up seeds. So what I'm going to do, because I work, I'm going to do like one thing each evening. Like today, I was planning on also starting some tomatoes. Like tomatoes are out, but I'm going to do the tomatoes tomorrow. I even have some chayote, which in Jamaica we call chocho, and then I have some sweet potato. There is sprouting for some slips, and some grocery store regular potato, russet potato. We're gonna get that sprouted. Get that planted in I might put that in the GreenStalk because I have some other store-bought potato in the GreenStalk, so I might put it in there. I might put it in a grow bag, not sure yet. All right, so I'm gonna finish getting all of these, sorting all these, and I'm gonna get some labels. I have my tags. I'm gonna write the labels on these, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the soil. So it's pretty fluffy. Look at that. Nice soil. So got my containers filled up, and these are the last 2. Let's put them in, and let's get our seeds in. And I just take out the large pieces. I don't sift it or anything like that. So the large pieces, I just take them out by hand. And I was supposed to water it before and I forgot. So I'll just water it after I put the seeds in. So the soil is going to sink down some. So instead of trying to plant everything in one day, I'm going to sow a little each evening so I don't get burnt out. I forgot to do the labels. I'll do the labels now. Where did I put that pen? I lost my pen. Here it is. And from what I can tell, the zucchinis, they're pretty fast growers. They're easy to germinate, and I think this will be a good test crop for my Florida zone and timing and all that. So actually I just line them up. I'm going to line them up. So it's going to be each row going down is going to be each zucchini. So yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be a nice little experiment. And you guys know me, I love experimenting in the garden. Like, even though something says no, I want to see what's going to happen myself. And I think that's part of the fun in gardening. You get to see how certain things react in your garden. I'm still over here testing my limelight hydrangeas in my garden. Like, we're not supposed to really have limelight hydrangea because our sun is so hot, but I'm determined to grow them, and we've had some success with that, so we shall keep on experimenting. So I'm going to get the soil, like I said, it's going to be hydrated. It's not going to be soaking wet. It's going to be hydrated. It's about a 1-inch depth. I'm a new gardener. I don't know what 1 inch look like. So this is my hori knife. Can you see it? This is my hori, and it's 1 inch right here. So it's about the length of a knuckle of your pinky, I would say. So I'm going to put 1 seed per hole. And I'm just going to use my hori knife as a guide and just create a little divot in each of them. And I would say it's about 3 of the zucchini squash seeds. Let me take a look here. Want to see if I can get it opened. And since I'm so bundled up, surprisingly, I'm not freezing. Normally I'm complaining about the cold, but I say I got layers on today because I have to go to work. I was determined to be bundled up. All right, so make sure you can see it. So 1, I think it's about 2, the length of 2 of them. That one's too small. Oh, so it's about the length of 2 squash seeds for 1 inch. So now my theory is I'm going to have them in the greenhouse. The greenhouse will warm up in the daytime to keep it warm at night. That's my theory. It's one of those portable greenhouses I got online on Amazon. I have a link to all my little garden stuff that I purchased. You guys always ask, where did you purchase that? So I created a little storefront on Amazon to link it so you guys can find it. Did I just lose one of my seeds? Oh, I hope not. So it's going to be 3 per row. This is so exciting, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm planting seeds. Now, will they germinate is the question. So for the 3rd row, I'm doing the Emerald Delight. I grew this last year. This was really good. So I know that this one germinates. And I'm thinking with squash, I'm planning on, if I get a lot, like I'm going to do this and I'm going to do succession plants. Like every 2 weeks I'll come back and I'll germinate some more. And like I said, this is going to be a nice test batch. So worst case scenario, it's too cold, they don't do too well or whatever. I'm trying to beat the bugs. I heard that there's a lot of bugs and they come in the summertime. I know my garden, I'm next to a forest, y'all. There's a lot of bugs. And I'm in Florida, so it's humid, the humidity and everything. They're going to come to my garden. So I'm trying to be prepared. So we don't want them squash vine borer to come and take a liking to my garden. You see how I abandoned the hori now that I know about how deep an inch is? So now I'm like, okay, I can eyeball it. But I'm planning on making quite a few things with it. Most of these are going to be roasted potatoes. I might freeze some. I might make those zucchini noodle pasta thing. And I will post some videos like when I harvest things. I might do shorts or something. And if I see you guys are interested in seeing what I use my food for, how I cook it and recipes and stuff, I will definitely post some videos. And if you guys have any of your favorite ways to cook it, feel free to comment below. You know I love seeing you guys comments and stuff and recommendations. You guys, when I tell you guys are amazing, like you have so many different plants in your gardens and you guys are watching from all over the world, so I'm very curious to see how different countries cook certain foods. So, and I will try different recipes as well. I know how to cook. I don't mind trying new recipes. Like I have moringa and I saw this Indian recipe I want to try. It's like moringa and potatoes, and I'm like, ooh, instead of just using it as smoothies and teas, you can cook it. Like, they have so many recipes with moringa that they use in Indian cuisine. I'm like, I'm gonna give those a try. When I start harvesting my moringa, I'll share some with you if I can find some really good ones. So like I said, in about 2 weeks I'll be planting a lot more. And so I'm gonna put this right here so I can know which ones to label. So about 2 or 3 weeks, once it gets warmer, this way I can determine the best time to plant and sow these from seeds in my garden. But hopefully starting early is going to give me a head start, but spacing it out and making it more flexible in terms of the weather changes and all that. Because in Florida we had snow, not in Jacksonville, but like West Florida and Pensacola, they had snow. We were so cold. I'm like, y'all might as well give us snow too if that's the case. Like, I should take a picture of this. Nope, I'm gonna still put the labels in because I take so much pictures, it's gonna get buried in the pictures. I'm trying to write the name of it. This one is the summer squash. So they all say summer squash. Golden zucchini. How can I differentiate it? Maybe I should label them by the brand. But yeah. And probably tomorrow I might do the eggplant or the peppers or the tomatoes. If you're planting along with me, let me know what you're starting this week or this month, and we can probably plant along. So comment below and let me know what you're planting this week, if you're planting anything this week. So let me go ahead and get these labeled up. I'm gonna have to think and I'm gonna make sure I put the date on it. Today is January 20th, so that will give me a better idea of when they were planted. Okay, so I put my things in here. Ta-da! Looky, we have our first seed in the greenhouse. She looks so pretty. And it's, let me see what temperature is. 45 degrees. So it actually dropped 5 degrees. So I should close this. I'm gonna get this closed so we can begin insulation in the daytime. And I've had this greenhouse for like a year now. This is my first time actually putting seeds in it. Oh, so excited. It's a moment of truth. This is the first time I'm unrolling it. Hopefully there's no bugs in there. Back up, back up. Woo! What's that? Oh, that's some leaf and debris that got collected. All right, so we're gonna zip her close. Good night, plant. Okay, she is closed. This is the first time she's been closed for the year that I've had her. But, oh my gosh. It's official, guys. I am a gardener and I got a whole greenhouse with seeds in it at night. Oh my gosh, my poor neighbors. I know they're tired of me. Let me head inside.